Hey guys, what's going on? Will here, Flawless Crested Geckos, coming to you guys with another video this week. And this week we're going to do a little product review. We actually had a few messages before. I know we answered them directly to the people who were asking, but we did a video quite some time back on firing up your crested geckos. We've done it several different ways over the years, and the latest way that we do it now is super convenient for us. Especially times like now. We're taking a break right now pretty much to knock out this video for you guys and hopefully help. You know, we want to make sure that we're transparent. You know, we don't necessarily want to be a gatekeeper. We want to share all the information that we think we may have with you guys so you can be successful in doing whatever it is that you seek to be successful at in this industry or in this gecko hobby. That being said, the last transition we made in the firing up geckos department was UVB. So we're going to do a product spotlight, a product review on what do we actually go through. We had a whole process on what we do. We cup up the geckos, we spritz them with a little bit of water, and we sit them in these huge tubs and we drape a UVB light over them. Actually, I have one right here. And here is one that we use, and this thought popped into my head today because as you can see, it's like dusty, and this is like the actual one that we use. And there's nothing wrong with this one that we know of. But what we've also been doing is pretty much around every 18 months, every 2 years, we switch it out for a new one. We know that the bulbs do die from time to time. Luckily enough for us, they have never died on us yet, where we've had to actually change a bulb. We actually have some spare bulbs as well. But the UVB amounts that they put out do die down over time. Therefore, we don't want that to happen where they're not as efficient when we go to use them. So every 2 years, we've been swapping them out. We haven't had much of an issue. When you're firing up, 200 geckos, 50 at a time, 60 at a time, and you're cupping them up, it's very easy to go through this process because number one, you can kind of cup them up, spray them down, put them all in the tubs and drape the light over them. Then you can pick through and you can see which geckos are fired up, take photos of those, and it takes a lot of the wait time out of it because you can take pictures of the 10, 15 that fire up immediately. Then by the time you're done photographing those, you have another 10, 15, 20 that are fired up. And it never fails. You always going to end up with 1 to 3 geckos that decide they're not going to fire at all. And you can basically recup them or, try them another day or go get your next batch. But overall, this has been the most efficient on our time management, especially since a lot of the time we're taking pictures for over 24 hours outside of bathroom breaks and trying to, stuff my face. And oftentimes I go and do that and don't even eat. So we are definitely super hyper focused. We're diving into this whole layout and promotion and push for our biggest event of the year, our Black Friday event. Actually, speaking about it, it starts next week, Monday, guys. Monday, 8 p.m. it starts. And actually Saturday at 8 p.m. it's gonna be early access for all of our Patreon members. Check this out. Are you guys needing some assistance with your crested gecko breeding programs? Well, check out our Patreon. We've been running it here now for pretty much close to 2 years. Everyone's been extremely excited. We keep adding new perks every time you guys turn around. We give away Xanthics, we give away high whites, we give away lily whites. We actually upgraded this year to we're giving away over 12 geckos every single year. That averages out to at least a gecko a month, and we've been doing over that. So you are not going to want to miss becoming a part of the Flawless Crested Geckos Patreon family. There's two tiers. There's a $50 tier and there's a $100 tier. You get all your funds back in the form of Flawless Crested Gecko savings account. You can take advantage of having 5% additional off by being a Patreon member, as well as having year-round free shipping. You guys are not going to want to miss this, so go head over to patreon.com/Flawless Crested Geckos. So yes, so that light that you just saw, it helps our whole process of photography go a lot smoother than what it has been in the past. But we swap out the light pretty much for a fresh, brand new light every 2 years. So we're doing that again this year. So if it's not popping up, I'll have it actually pop up on the screen. This here, what I was trying to show off, is actually a little longer than the last one that we had, but this is a T5 light. It's a T5 high output combo. This is the ballast as well as the bulb in one package. They're not super expensive. It's 24 inches, so it's 2 feet long. So we wanted to get the longer one, so now that we can drape it over, we drape the one we have, which is 18 inches, over 2 tubs. But the 24-inch one can get over 2 tubs without kind of it being janky and leaning one way or the other. Therefore, it can distribute more light in the arc that it throws out. So it'll be better for us and more beneficial as we move forward for the next 2 years. And we just noticed that we never really showed off the actual lights that we use. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to do so. If anyone, we get tons of questions on how to show off your Crested Gecko's best colors. And this is the process in which we do when we start photographing. So we figured this was definitely the best time to do so. So other than the screen PNG, I figure I will pull it out and actually show you what it looks like. So here is the actual bulb and ballast, and you can see it has a reflective awning housing in there that helps the efficiency of the bulb. It throws the bulb in a manner of spreading it in a specific direction. Therefore, when it's face down, it's spreading the light downward and you're not losing UVB to places that you don't need it to go to. For heat purposes, it doesn't put off any heat for us. Is none of them that we've ever did, even the different brands. The most reliable brand we've used has been Sunblaster. We've never had any issues with any of their products, thankfully enough. And we think it's a very reliable product, and it works super fast for firing up your Crested Geckos. Again, I really have nothing negative to say about this product because every single one of them we've purchased and used have literally lasted a full 2 years. Even around the 2-year mark, it's still firing up Crested Geckos. It's just we had to set some type of standard in the business plan for some, and again, it's not expensive. So when we talk about the business plan, it's more of the standards of the business plan, where you don't want to be sitting here using the same bulb for 3, 4 years, 5 years, and you know it's 11 p.m. at night and you're trying to take photographs or do whatever you're trying to do, marketing, promote, and show off, or have a website release like we are, and none of your geckos end up firing up, or over half of them, or whatever the case may be, and now you're scrambling because that was the only block that you had scheduled out to take photographs, and you need a light at 11 p.m. at night. It's not going to happen. So we had to set something in place where it's trying to avoid that situation. We also, another little tip, we have 3 of these. So basically what happens is, now that I open up this one and I'm replacing the one we currently use, even though it's nothing wrong with the one we currently use, we discard it. We get rid of that one. We now have also 2 more still in the box, all right, just in case. So now that this one is being used, we will order another one to replace this one that we just opened up. So we try to at least have 3 brand spanking new ones on hand at any given time to also avoid one breaking or whatever, and we not, you know, planning for that. Again, hopefully this video is extremely useful, shed some spotlight on this product. I think it's a really good product, and it's been extremely instrumental in our photography. Again, check out our geckos on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on flawlesscrestedgeckos.com. If you get that crazy itch that I know you guys want to scratch, you are going to want to go over to Patreon. You are going to want to join up so you can get early access. Early access does not just mean viewing it 48 hours early. It also means you can purchase 48 hours early. You're also going to get 5% on top of the discount. By the way, we're doing 50% off everything. Empty backs, Exantics, Lily Whites, at 50% off everything. So that means you get an additional 5% on top of that from being a Patreon member. You're also going to get free shipping from being a Patreon member. So there's tons of perks, not to mention, regardless of what tier you join, a $50 tier or the $100 tier, you can use those funds immediately on the sale. That's crazy. So again, you can accumulate your savings and you can use it on the geckos that's being released. You're going to want to jump the line, take a peek at these geckos, add one to your collection, see what's going to move you forward. Again, it's Will, Flawless Crested Geckos, and we out.